everybody, we're back working on the Quadrunner. So it clearly runs, kind of. It drives pretty good. The only problem is the fact that as soon as you start it, you cannot let off the throttle. As soon as you do, it just dies immediately. Like, doesn't even sputter, it just completely dies. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to try and take off the plastics, the side panels and stuff, to try and get better access to the carburetor, because I currently can't figure out where the idle screw is on the carburetor. And it doesn't really help that there's all this plastic in the way. So I'm going to try and make it a little bit easier to get in there and work. So, I'll get back to you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so right now I'm trying to find like full access to the carburetor, which is kind of difficult because there's a lot of stuff in here. So I'm trying to find the idle screw so that we can hopefully fix the carburetor out without having to take it all the way out. That's what I'm hoping, but I can't find the idle screw. So I'm guessing it's behind this, which I think might be the air box or something. So I'm just going to try and unscrew that stuff and see if I can get better access to the carburetor. Alright, so I don't know really where I was at. I know I had said that I was going to take the plastics off, but all I ended up getting off was that, to see if I could see anything under there. That's that part right there. You can see it on the other side there. But that didn't really help me at all, so I'm just going to see if I can get the carburetor off, at least enough to see if I can find the idle screw. But what I did see from like the one carburetor I could find that looks similar to this is that the idle screw is supposed to be in that spot right there. But I don't see a screw there. So either it's missing the screw or the screw is broken off inside of there. I don't really want to take the carburetor off all the way because there are a lot of lines on here. Most of them aren't even connected to anything, so I don't really know what the point of them are. So I guess I'll just try to get these clamps holding it on there off and see if I can see anything any better. Alright, so we just got the carburetor off. A little difficult to get off. I just ended up using vice grips to pry it off because it was really jammed in there. And just like I thought, there is no idle screw in there. You can see it kind of the threads on the outside of that hole. That's where the screw is supposed to be. And somehow it's just not there. So, don't know if we'll end up getting this carburetor rebuilt or if we'll just end up getting a new one. I haven't really been able to find any reproduction ones that are like this one. But I'll probably end up trying to get these lines off and trying to find a carburetor that looks similar to it. I'm not really looking forward to trying to get these lines off because there's a ton of them and don't know where all of them go. So I guess we'll just get to that. Alright, we got all the lines off. The fuel line was really annoying. It was a pain in the butt to get off. And now all we have left is the throttle cable right there and whatever that is. I don't even know at this point. So, I can't get the throttle cable thing off, so I'm just gonna try and spray some Freol on there and see if I can help get that off. So the other thing that was attached next to the throttle was this thing. which I think might actually be like the choke, because you push that down and it would open up this little, like an airway. Let me set this down here. Right there, that spot right there, it would open up that right there. So now that I got this thing off, I'm probably gonna spray it down with some carb clean and then see if I can figure anything out about it, see if I can find any other carburetors that might work on this thing. Alright, there we go. We got our carburetor looking pretty good there. I just wanted it a little bit better than it was before in case we do decide to rebuild it, which is a pretty big option that we might do. But now that we got that cleaned up, I'm probably gonna take some measurements and then go inside and see if I can find any carburetors that might fit this, or a rebuild kit. And not really looking for something on Amazon, because you know, Amazon carburetors typically aren't supposed to be your first option. But yeah, I'll let you guys know what we find, and if we buy anything, let you guys know. Alright everyone, we got all the stuff that we should need to get this thing running good and healthy again. To get started, we're gonna get the new carburetor on there, and then after that we're gonna do an oil change, and then we have our new air filter and spark plug to put in too. So it should be running good. We got our new carburetor off of eBay. It's pretty much identical. Well, it is identical to the one that was on it, except it has the parts that the other one was missing. So let's get into putting the new carburetor on. So I took the stuff off the top here just because I'd rather, it would just be easier to put the old stuff that was already on there back on. So we're gonna get into putting this carburetor on now. So there's not a lot of room here. That, you can kind of see there what I'm working with here. Looks like I've got no room on either side. I can take that out, but it doesn't really make it any easier. This is a pain in the butt to get in without any without taking anything extra out, which I really don't want to do. I don't want to take up too much footage, so probably just get back to you guys once I get the carburetor in or once I'm close. Alright, so the carburetor is finally in. We just got to put all this stuff on and clamp these down. And then we got the battery hooked up over there. Should be ready to start it. After we let it run for a little bit, we're going to do an oil change. And then we should be done. Don't know how these videos are going to go. Don't know yet if I'm going to have a big long video or a couple of short videos in a series, but I'm sure we'll figure it out soon enough. Alright, y'all, we are about ready for the first startup. We got everything hooked up. And hoping that it runs good. I think I might put the new air cleaner on because that one was disgusting. So we're gonna hope that the battery's charged. We could use the pull start right there, but I don't know how good that works. So I'll set you guys down and I'll show you what hopefully is the first start. Alright, y'all. Big moment right here. Let's see if she'll fire up. Get you all set up somewhere where you can see. Alright, that's good. Alright, yeah, we do not have nearly enough battery to get this thing going. So we're going to put that back on the battery tender and then we'll see how pull start goes. Don't have super high hopes for it, but I'll get back to you guys in a second. Alright, let's see how pull start goes. Alright, yeah, the pull start on this thing is not the greatest. So we're going to either have to wait for the battery to charge or wait and jump it in a little bit. Because this thing really needs a new battery. The battery sucks. So I guess we'll get back to you guys then. Revving up when you spray starting fluid.
So you're not revving it up when I do that?
No.
It's not continuing to run. I thought it was going to keep going.
Yeah, I think It's like it's not getting gas. Because it did sound like it was going to, but then it stopped spraying.
Let's keep trying. Oh, never mind. What? Oh.
Because the gas was coming out of the line and it wasn't even on.
That would have been another good thing to just went ahead and replace.
It sounded like it was about to start and I wasn't leaving the throttle.
Yeah. Get some gas. Once you get it started, keep giving it some gas, okay? Yeah, stay on it. Yep.
Doesn't taste good. I wondered if like we should drain the old fuel out and put new fuel in, 'cause who knows how long it's been in.
Have you put any new fuel in?
No.
Oh.
That's all fuel that's been in there since we got it.
Yeah, probably.
It's got this thing to check and it's down close to empty, but you can see it. Do we have any? Or is it just the green? Is that green?
Yeah.
Is it bad to mix it?
No. Yeah, so we bought another one?
Well, this was the good one that my dad got me.
Yeah. Still. Hmm?
switch works. Can I try to put the seat on and just drive it around right here?
Okay.
So it revs up when it's in neutral.
Really?
As soon as I put it in gear, it stopped revving up. But it's doing the same thing that the mini bike had done.
What?
It wants to drive on its own.
Really?
Not like full speed, probably only like 4 miles an hour. But yeah, like that could just be like, or we have to like push the throttle in a little bit more. But yeah, it idles good once it's in gear.
Doesn't even sound close, does it? It was going well.
Yeah.
You want me to keep recording?